for the members of the community, we are giving $300 off your first month with Gargle. So that is for anyone who signs up with us through there. It's a great deal, especially depending on the amount of services you choose to work with us.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Dental Office Managers Community Podcast, where we talk about the issues that matter most and help us to become better leaders in our dental practice. I'm your host, Kyle Summerford. Let's dive right in. Hey guys, it's Kyle, your admin from Dental Office Managers Community, and today we are here with Chelsea from Gargle. Chelsea, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Great. So Chelsea, we brought you on here to kind of go over, you work for Gargle. However, I understand that you do have a background as a dental office manager. And so we would love to learn a little bit more about you and how you found your way in dental.
Well, I luckily kind of fell into dental. I always knew I wanted to go into healthcare. I originally thought I wanted to go into nursing. In my senior year of high school, went into a local program with the community college and unfortunately passed out within my first 30 minutes. So they told me this might not be the field for you. But I had a family friend who was a dental assistant and said, have you ever considered the dental field? Which I hadn't. I went in and shadowed with her for a day, fell in love, and I've been there ever since. So I actually started as an assistant and then worked my way up and eventually was an office manager and even did regional management for a local group that had multiple offices before kind of taking even to the lab side and eventually marketing and Gargle.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I love hearing stories from, other members of the community on how they found their way in dental. For me, it's always like eye-opening because there's always a story behind it, right? And so, thank you again for coming on. We want to get a little bit more information on Gargle. Gargle has a special offer for members of our community. Could you share with us a little bit more details on that?
Yes. So for the members of the community, we are giving $300 off your first month with Gargle. So that is for anyone who signs up with us through there. It's a great deal, especially depending on the amount of services you choose to work with us.
Wow. Awesome. Okay. Well, we thank you for offering such a kind deal to the members of the community. We look forward to working with you guys. So Chelsea, tell us a little bit more about Gargle and how Gargle can help dental office managers and their practices.
Absolutely. So Gargle, we like to say, is the last dental marketing company you'll ever need. We do complete digital dental marketing. So we can do everything for you, including your website and your SEO, Google ads, social media ads, your social media content and posting on multiple channels, and can even help assist with making sure that your search engines are optimized. So no matter where someone's looking for you, they're going to find you and bring those new patients in.
Great. So do you guys kind of specialize in dental specifically?
We are only dental. So we don't work with anyone that is not dental. We are specifically dental focused.
That's great. Yeah. In the years that I've been dental managing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed there are some companies out there who may claim like, hey, look, we do dental, but then sometimes like as you start working with the company, you find out that maybe the things they're using are kind of like generic or maybe like kind of like not as good, right? They're not as customized. So
the comprehension isn't there.
Yeah. And so it's great to find a company that can specialize in dental, that only works in dental, because you guys have this huge knowledge and database like of working directly with dental practices.
Exactly.
I love that. I love that. So Chelsea, in terms of like comparing Gargle to other companies, other website companies that may be out there, how does Gargle stand out from the competition? And what is it you guys are offering that really is unique as opposed to other companies that may be out there?
Great question. So as I mentioned, being completely dental focused, we do have that comprehension to really understand what you need to have, what needs to be explained, and also how to speak to the patient so that it understands on their level, not just the level of the doctor that's going to be a little bit more advanced. That is what really brings patients into the practice, is knowing that someone understands what they're looking for. We also offer product experts for each product. So you have a specialist that is very familiar not only with the dental field, but that specific product and how to make it work for your practice. We're also completely transparent and accountable for all actions. You have a dashboard that 24/7 you can log in, see your results, see how things are tracking. Everything is right there for you. You also have a dedicated director, which is what my role is at Gargle, that I'm available to you. We meet regularly and we make sure that your strategy is achieving your goals, not just of new patient growth, but also collections, productions. You want to be bringing in new equipment. I'm going to help you with the marketing to bring in more money to help you get there, whatever it might be. And then we also have the best price across the market. When you really compare not just in dental to dental, but as you mentioned, other companies that say they do dental, but also others, you can't compete with what Gargle offers.
That's awesome. That's great. So, Chelsea, I've noticed that companies I've worked with in the past, they typically will schedule one meeting per month. And then that meeting is typically like, here's your Google My Listing traffic, and here are
Mhm.
the keywords, and blah, 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 blah. And
Right.
then it's over, and that's it. And you're kind of like, they're just kind of like showing like, okay, this is what we did for you this month. And it's kind of
Mhm.
like, all right, is that what the money delivered? Or, like
Right.
how much work actually went into that, and what are the real results? Because it's nice to show page traffic, right? But
Hmm.
it's different when it's like, hey, look, this is what we've done for you, and you actually have access to view it, right? So
Absolutely.
so the fact that Gargle offers this sounds to me like it's very unique as opposed to other companies that are out there. And so that's very helpful. So that's awesome.
Mhm.
Chelsea, tell us a little bit more about some of the feedback that you've had from dental office managers who have made the switch from, say, another dental marketing company and then working with you guys.
So the biggest thing I hear from office managers that I work with is thank you for taking that off my plate.
Mm,
It's a big worry for them. Their doctor has lots of questions on what's going on, what are our results, and they don't have to worry anymore because they know we're taking care of it. They're getting constant feedback. They have access to the dashboard. They say we make it easy for them to handle that piece of the practice, and then they can put more of a focus to other areas. They also love that we are proactive in our approach. So we're never just letting anything sit and checking in later and going, oh, well, I guess we could have made changes. It's always we're reaching out and going, hey, here's what we're seeing. We need to make a change here, or this is going great. I want to let you know how well it's going. Different things like that. So the biggest thing is thank you for making this easy for me, and I don't have to worry about it.
that's amazing. Yeah. As office managers, we typically wear a lot of hats in the office. So
Yep.
I don't want to say the less we have to do, the better, because that kind of sounds
Hmm.
weird. But, our time can be spent on like other tasks.
Absolutely.
And then when we have time, kind of just say, hey, look, let me open this dashboard and take a quick peek and actually see what results we're getting. So
Hmm.
that's great. That's amazing. Chelsea, tell us a little bit about the features that Gargle is offering for dental office managers.
Absolutely. So we offer your website and SEO, Swell Google Review Management, and those are both great foundational products to building your practice and your awareness. Then we also have Google PPC ads as well as social media ads, and then also social media content and posting. And on that, you can actually have posts on up to three different channels. We usually recommend Facebook, Instagram, and actually Google My Business because that does help drive more of your SEO.
That's cool. Okay. So in terms of if a dental practice already has, say, a Google My Business listing, you
Mhm.
guys are able to kind of take over that and then just make it better.
Yes. So we are able to make sure that everything's accurate, everything stays up to date, and then we're also regularly posting on there. So it's showing you as an active business as Google, which helps with your rankings.
Got it. And in terms of reputation management, I guess we would call it, right? So you guys handle
Exactly.
reviews and collect that. Like, kind of how does that work? Is it typically like right after a patient leaves, they get some kind of text or something like that?
So with Swell, it's actually, we've done many strategic tests to see best time for the text message or an email of your choice to go out. It's all customized, but also HIPAA compliant. So nothing is being sent out that is going to give away anything on a patient, but it is going to recognize that it's not just a random possible bot, it's actually from the practice. It'll actually send out the evening, usually around the 7 o'clock hour. through all of our testing, we found that that's when patients are most likely to have the time to respond. They're done with
Mm,
work, they're usually home, not in the craziness of dinner or at the end of it, that it's something they can go, I have time for this now. Then
gotcha.
they leave the review. Again, it's all on the dashboard, so it's easy for you to see the review. You can log in there, respond, do anything you need to do. What's also great about the swell portion of the dashboard is you can also select if you don't want a review to go to someone. So I know we've all, as office managers, had some patients that come in and they're having a bad day and they want to take it out on you. And we don't want to remind them necessarily that they came in and were a little upset with us. So you can actually go and unclick their name from the list for the day, and they won't get that reminder to leave a review for you.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question for you
Yep.
was what do we do about those patients that maybe we don't want to send a review to, you know?
Exactly.
So
Yep.
that's great that you guys have a solution for that. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Chelsea, in terms of growth for dental practices, what is it that Gargle's able to do to help?
Great question. So, first of all, is new patient growth. We all want new patients. We have patients that are leaving, patients that only see us for shopping or emergency. So, we want to make sure that we're continuing to feed the practice and see that growth. So, you are going to start to see an increase in new patients. And then we continue to drive that number until you basically tell us, stop, we can't take anymore. And even at that point, we're still going to have discussions of, okay, so then what's the next growth step past that point? You're also going to see recognition in the community when you have patients looking for you. We also want them to be able to refer you easily. So everything that we do makes it really easy for new patients to come in the door and current patients to refer you to their friends, family, coworkers, anyone that might be interested in looking for a new dental home.
Awesome. Okay. Chelsea, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciated having you on and learning more about Gargle. And we really appreciate the special offer for members of the community. And guys, I'm going to be dropping a link in the comments of this video so that you guys can learn more about how Gargle can help you with your dental practice. Chelsea, again, thank you so much.
Thank
It
you
was a
so much.
pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
And we'll talk soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.